on this Bears Victory Monday as the Chicago Bears defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars by the score of 35-16. In Chicago going into the bye, the Bears are 4-2. And we're talking to you about it all day here on your home for the Bears, ESPN 1000, 312-332-ESPN, 332-3776. You can also watch our show on Twitch and on YouTube, youtube.com. Look for the ESPN Chicago channel. Cap, it was the best game thus far for the Chicago Bears, defeating the Jaguars 35-16. You talk about complete from tip to tail, from beginning to end. The Chicago Bears went into London, had a great time, spent time with one another, hanging out, and then to business. Let me tell you something. You talk about a business trip. The Bears beat the brakes off of the Jaguars. It's what we thought, but when you actually see it, it's even more special.
Hoodie, I don't know how to feel. I really don't. Thrilled with the victory. Loved it. I was up early, 6:30. I'm like, all right, let's go. 2 hours. Come on, let's go. Listen to the station. Got in the mood, really jacked up. And the next thing you know, here we are. It's kick time. And while it started slow in the first quarter, we moved on from there to our quarterback is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I don't know how to feel. I really don't. I need some guidance on this is how Green Bay's felt for 3 decades. This is how the Patriot fan felt for 20 years. This is how some teams have lived. They've had quarterbacks. Never had this. Never have I looked at our guy and go, okay, we're good. We got our dude. And there'll be hiccups. He's a rookie. I get it. There are going to be moments where you're like, oh, God, what are you doing? We got the guy. And it is an amazing, amazing feeling to have 4-2. Get healed up, hopefully. Kyler Gordon with a hamstring and Tyreek Stevenson with a calf and this, that, and the other thing. Let's go. I love it.
I couldn't be more pleased with the Chicago Bears this morning, because all I've ever asked for my favorite team is for the Bears to have balance on both sides of the football. There's so much to go over in this game. It was, the Bears won, they're 4-2, nothing to bitch about. No, here's how to feel for me from this side of the desk. I couldn't be more overjoyed by the 4-2 start for the Chicago Bears. Balance on both sides of the football. Here's something that we kind of knew, but it was really cemented, I think, in a big way Sunday. The quality depth of this football team is amazing. We walked out of here Friday talking about how there's injuries in the secondary. What are the Bears going to do? And we hear this all the time because it's part of the sports lexicon. It's part of the sports speak of next man up, next man up. You don't know what next man up means. You just know that's the next guy on the roster. You don't know how effective that guy's going to be, but it's next man up. Cap, next man up, what we saw yesterday was, here's Josh Blackwell making a play.
Yep.
Oh, here's some other guys from the defense that's making a play. That's the point. That's the point. You're missing guys. Oh, what are we going to do? The secondary is going to be leaky. Nope, because the scheme is a scheme. And next man up, and boom, what happens? Trevor Lawrence looked pedestrian out there.
He did.
Against the Bears defense. So my point is that out of all the takeaways that we can look at from Sunday, it's like, wow. It's not just the starters. It's just not the popular guys that get time on SportsCenter. Oh, no. It's the team. And this is what they talked about coming out of camp. If we're going to win games, we all have to be able to contribute, because that's how fleeting the NFL is. We all have to be able to come through. And guess what? The Bears were able to get that done from the starters to backups that never get a chance to play. They made plays yesterday. That's what I can take solace in.
Watching, and that's a great point. You're exactly correct that you see guys get their opportunity. Scott Daly goes down the long snapper.
Oh, man.
Hey, Cole, Scott's hurt. He goes, Tyler? No. Daly, you got to snap. Oh, blank. Oh, blank.
He didn't know him.
He's like, who?
He didn't know that.
Because he thought he was talking about Tyler Scott.
Yes.
Because if you'd said Daly is hurt, he'd be like, oh, the long snapper. Scott, we got a couple. Which one, first or last? And he delivered. Now, they did not punt from that point going forward. Torrey Taylor averaged 61.1 in his, I think, 2 punts. But Cole Kmet does his job. Keenan Allen does his job. Caleb Williams does his job. DeAndre Swift continues to show the doubters, guy behind the glass, that he's a really good football player. Really good football player. Mm-hmm. Matt Pryor in for Nate Davis. Hey, Nate, you're not dressing. Inactive.
Oh, God.
Inactive. Mm-hmm. That is the accountability that I have been screaming about. And I give Pauls, Eberflus, Chris Morgan, the O-line coach, all the credit in the world. Because how many times you go, well, God, what if somebody goes down? We got to have them acted. Nope. We don't like the effort you expend. We don't like your commitment to the team. You're not all in. Go sit in the press box. That's 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That is it. And I love it. I love when teams go, hey, if we get outplayed on the O-line, we'll point right at you because you couldn't do the job. Loved it. So really good job, Chicago Bears, on so many levels. And I know there's going to be people out there, relax, it was the Jags or it was the Panthers. Guess what? Those are NFL players that get a check. They get paid on the other side, too. They may not be the best team, but how long have we been the babe in the woods getting pounded, crushed? And guess what? Here we go. We got that dude at quarterback, 4-2. Let's go.
If anyone knows anything about the National Football League, nothing is a gimme. Very few gimmies in the NFL. So my whole point is that if anyone says, well, look who you played, well, the Bears could lose these games too now. Easily could lose these games. Because remember, we're talking about a rookie quarterback that's still learning on the job. But a rookie quarterback, Cap, that already is breaking records. A rookie quarterback that's getting more and more comfortable. And that's dangerous for the NFC. That's dangerous for football. When you start seeing Caleb Williams getting comfortable in the pocket, saying, if you just give me a little time, I can zip it in there. There was a play that I saw to Keenan Allen for that touchdown. Out of all the plays, that particular play where he zips it in there to the corner of the end zone for the touchdown.
Great throw.
I mean, that is, to me, the microcosm of Caleb Williams. He had a lot of different throws. He went backwards and went forward. But that particular throw right there, I circled on my yellow pad in the Hood Cave yesterday. Me and Jim had a great time yesterday watching that Bears game. Me and Jim Beam, we sit down and we're watching this game on Sunday morning. We're saying, boy, this is outstanding. Watching how this team was able to develop on both sides of the football, producing and executing. Love it.
You had Jim Beam during the game?
So we're going to get your thoughts here about the Bears. 312-332, ESPN 332-3776 phone
in
number.
honor of the Queen and King, how could you not have Crown Royal, your drink? I was exposed to Crown Royal because of you. Damn.
If you know anything about me, when I zag, you zig.
Wow.
That's how that works.
I had a Bloody Mary. It was delicious.
I really enjoyed what I saw there, Cap. Just watching it. And we have to be able to give credit. We always have this blame game. We got to give credit to the Chicago Bears being able to be ready to go, focused, and locked in for this victory. Fantastic.
Look, 4-2. Guys are going to get on planes today and go down vacation. And they deserve it. Get 4 or 5 days out of the chilly weather. Go get on a beach. Relax. Do whatever. Because when you come back, there's no more break.
That's right.
So relax. Have fun. Do whatever it is to blow off some steam. Just don't get hurt. Don't get in trouble. Just be good. But, yeah, I'm excited, man. I thought it was awesome. We didn't obviously get to go, but I thought it was super cool to see the contingent of Bears fans off the chain. It was incredible.
I want you to pinpoint a play that you really enjoyed. I mentioned the play to Keenan Allen in the back of the end zone for the touchdown, that zip he had on the football. Mm-hmm. Could you tell me a play where you say, okay, this is it for the Bears? Either side of the football that you say, like, I really enjoyed that play.
This season or just yesterday?
Oh, yesterday's game.
I also thought that there was a slant later in the game. Bears needed to get a first down. It was like 3rd and 12. And Keenan Allen ran a slant from the left side cutting across. Mm-hmm. And Caleb threw an absolute dart. I'm talking that ball was a fastball. Here it comes. When was the last time a Bears quarterback had the temerity, the balls to throw the ball like that over the middle and then have a receiver make the play? and he caught it with his fingertips, like Waddle says. You catch a football with your eyes into your fingertips. You don't bring it in, you don't catch it with your chest. And zoop, boom, first down, Chicago. He gets up. I'm like, said to my wife, "Whoa, we don't ever do that. Never."
I'm
It was
glad you
super
said
cool.
that. I'm glad you said that. You know, I'm glad you said that because I think that that's our focus for the next week plus of how Caleb. Here's why you know Caleb Williams is comfortable. Watch the Bears game on Sunday and then watch the rest of the National Football League. The way that he was able to administer this offense, going after this by throwing the middle of the field, Cap. Middle of the field. A lot of young quarterbacks are going sideline to sideline. All right, here's a 5-yard, here's a swing pass here, 5 yards there. But doing it in the middle of the field tells me that you progressed quickly as a quarterback, that you're learning quickly, that your offensive line is giving you time, and that your wide receivers is giving you just a sliver. Like, here I am, give me the football, just get it to me. They worked the middle of the field so well, the Bears, offensively. I thought that was very key to the Bears' success as well.
And that was a thing that everyone complained. Justin doesn't like throwing over the middle of the field.
Well,
he was, better throwing the deep ball down the sideline or running. Like I watched his game yesterday.
yeah.
Same guy. 140-some yards passing, ran a couple times for touchdowns, threw no touchdowns, passer rating in the 70s. Yeah, he's okay. We got a big upgrade. And anyone that doesn't want to admit that, then just go be a Steelers fan. I mean, even the most ardent Justin Fields fan has to admit the Bears got it right.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about when it comes to the Steelers. I had the radio call in my ear when they did their little wraparound, and you could hear the Pittsburgh broadcaster say, I don't know. I mean, the tight end's wide open. I don't know why he didn't rip it. The frustration of, like, he's open, hit the target.
Right, we need Tom Thayer. Throw it!
Just not. And so that's why when I take a look at Caleb Williams, and again, there's going to be growing pains with him as a quarterback at some point this season. We saw a little bit of earlier this season, Cap, but the point is...
On the
is
pick
that,
yesterday, too.
Yes. And that's unfortunate. It got out of his hands. It floated.
Yep.
I would have preferred him to throw out of bounds or anything else, but that's going to happen. But, Cap, I just like that each week we can circle certain things about Caleb Williams as a quarterback and say, boy, there's growth. Man, there's growth. Look at that throw. That's a good thing. Imagine when you have an offensive line, how much time you have to be able to do these things.
Yeah, and he gets the ball out of his hands quick. I mean, go back and I'm going to pull the All-22 tomorrow when it drops. I guarantee you he was top 5, maybe top 4 fastest guys with the ball out of his hands in the National Football League this week. We have one more game to play tonight, Buffalo at the Jets.
Okay.
But exactly. But Kurt Warner made a great point. The pick, he's like, if you just throw that ball to the pylon, it's a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, it's a touchdown. And then DJ Moore, they called the touchdown. Upon review, he's that short. Caleb could have had 6.
Yeah. But you know what? Bears win. It's a Bears victory Monday. We are celebrating because the Bears go to London and they beat down the Jaguars 35-16.